Hey, New Covenant family, this is Pastor David. Just wanted to come to you and let you know what our plans are for this weekend and also what our response is in light of the corona outbreak this week. First of all, we will be having service this Sunday. So just know that. We're doing some extra cleaning around here, just covering all the handles and surfaces that are being touched with cleaners that are approved to kill the virus and stop its spread. So just want to make you aware of that. However, if you are 60 years old or above, or if for some reason your immune system has been compromised, feel free to stay home. You don't have to feel obligated to join us here physically, but you can join us online. So go to Facebook to the church webpage Sunday, and we'll be streaming the service so you can join us online that way. And so we want to send that ministry out to you. Normally this Sunday would be our third Sunday lunch, but we will not be having third Sunday lunch. So please be aware of that. So that's our weekend plans. The main thing I wanted to share with you, though, is our response. I know that there are researchers, and CDC is working hard to find or develop a vaccination against the virus. I know healthcare providers are taking care of those who have been quarantined and affected. But I think for us as the church, our response should be to pray. And so I want to really encourage you to press in and take some time to pray and ask God to heal our land. We created a prayer guide, and so there's a link here. You can click that and download it, print it off. I would encourage you to gather your family around in the evenings, use that prayer guide, and really just pray around protection and for God to really intervene in the situation. Also, if there are other believers in your neighborhood, I'd encourage you to connect with them and maybe do some prayer walks around your neighborhood, just asking God for protection and healing over the places that you live. Because here's what we know. The same God who created the universe and the galaxies, who created the sun and the moon and the stars, the same God who created majestic mountains and the deep blue oceans, is the same God who controls atoms and molecules and microbes. So we know that our life is not determined by the entrance of a microorganism into our bodies. That doesn't determine our days. What we know is, according to Psalm 139, Moses writes that God has numbered our days. And so we put our trust in God. And so I want to encourage you to pray, put your trust in God. Don't be overcome or overwhelmed by fear. I want you to rediscover, rest in His perfect love, because perfect love casts out all fear. Listen, this is an opportunity for us as believers and as the church to be salt and light in the earth. And so let's rise up. Let's seek God in prayer. Let's humble ourselves and seek His face. And the promise is He will heal our land, specifically heal our land of this virus. There's a couple of outreach opportunities that we're working on. One is if you know of an elderly person or somebody whose immune system has been compromised, and they're concerned about getting out and going into public places, we've got volunteers on standby who are willing to run errands for them. So if you know of a person, or if you are that person and you're just concerned about getting out, shoot us a text at 706-521-3647, and we'll try to connect you with one of our volunteers so they can run to town, get you groceries, or run errands for you with whatever you need. And also, one of the local schools that we have adopted this year, Fowler Drive Elementary, there are a lot of kids with school being out that are they're gonna miss out on their school breakfast and school lunches. And so next week we're gonna be buying up some supplies and then preparing sack lunches and delivering those to kids who probably honestly won't have food to eat. And so if you want to contribute to that financially, you can do that on our website. Or if you want to volunteer and just help prepare lunches, just call the church office, or you can text that same number, 706-521-3647. And we want to try to make sure that the kids in our community don't miss out on food just because schools are not in session next week. Well, that's about it for now. I'll keep you posted as we find out more information in the weeks to come. But let me close with a blessing. I pray that God will bless you. He'll keep you. He'll make his face shine on you. He will be gracious to you and give you peace. God bless.